Hello, welcome to another episode of Miniature Master. I'm just here to show you my Dark Elves this time. There's just a nice kind of cover to it. And this is my 1500 point list. 3 crossbows, 4 4 characters, a horde of 50 spearmen upgraded, a war hydra, and then the other 10. So then we're going to kind of slow down and actually go in detail for each and every unit. The first thing that we're going to go through are the lords. Starting over here on these two, we have the master right there, and then the hag right there. The hag's being used by the sorcerers because I haven't converted a hag model yet. So let's get started with the master. The master is base 80, and he's armed with the Crimson Death, making him always strike at strength 6. He has 3 armor twists. He has heavy armor, a shield, and the Sea Dragon cloak, giving him a 3 up in close combat and a 2 up for shooting attacks against him. So he's pretty survivable. Second, we have the hag, who is also the battle standard bear. She has 3 upgrades. She has the battle standard bear upgrade. She's armed with a Hydra banner, giving the unit that she joins an additional attack, as well as she has the runic cane, which gives her plus D3 attacks to her profile. And her profile, she already starts with 3 attacks, and they're all poisoned in addition, so she's pretty good. As well as she grants the unit Frenzy. As far as I read the rules, this is how it is, so if anybody has anything out there as to whether or not a model can convey that to the unit, just please put in the comments below, and that would be very much appreciated. And then, moving to have a level 2 sorceress there, and then an assassin. Alright, the sorceress is only a level 2, and she's been given a magical item, the Tone of Furion, for 15 points, enabling her to learn an additional spell. So she actually knows 4 spells if I choose the Dark Elves specific magic. They all learn dark powers, and then they all get to roll for their dice. So she has a really good chance of still ending up with something I want. Secondly, we have the assassin right there. The assassin is probably one of my favorite characters, units in fantasy so far. He has 3 upgrades. He has the additional hand weapon for 6 points, adding a +1 attack to his 3, so he's at 4. He has Manbane, enabling him to strike at 1 above your toughness to a maximum of strength 6. And he has the runic cane, adding another D3 attacks to his profile. So just by him alone, he could have 5 to 7 attacks per turn by himself. Now, we're going to get on to the first core option I have, which is actually where I plan on all 4 of these guys. My mega of spearmen. The block of spearmen is 50 strong, 5 ranks of 10, which would actually be increased by the 4 characters filling in spots in there. The assassin displaces a model when he comes in, so yes. And this is good because they're 5 ranks back, they gain the additional attack for being in a horde. So the first 2 ranks fight, as well as the 3rd rank for the horde, and then on the charge, the 4th rank will fight as well, if they get charged. which is really nice considering I've added some really nice hero options in here. I didn't bring any lords because I think they sink too many points into them. Rather, I just go and upgrade my heroes. So the hag gives the entire unit a +1 attack. So that nice little assassin over there, who is up to 5 attacks before he rolls for his dice, is looking pretty good. Not to mention, the banner in the unit is the banner of murder, which conveys to the unit armor piercing. That, coupled with the hag, who has that and conveys frenzy, she adds 2 attacks by herself to every man in to every model in the unit, meaning that the assassin is 5 attacks before he rolls for his he's 6 attacks before he rolls for his additional attacks. Now this is most commonly though, I should say, this is only for turn 1. That's which I'm speaking in. The Hydra banner that she is armed with is only for the first round in close combat. But when you're Dark Elves and you have the Eternal Hatred allowing you to roll all misses, it's still looking pretty good. Well, you're only allowed to re-misses in close combat. Then, the second units that I have are 3 units of 10 crossbows. Each crossbow unit is the bare minimum 10 guys across, and 5 guys across, 5 guys back, and they're really useful. You just sit them on top of a hill or in a good firing lane, and they can pump out 20 shots each, so that's 60 bolts per turn that I have right now, and they're pretty good. They get a lot of shots, and they're pretty devastating should they be able to have enough shots go out. And I just want to show you guys this because I thought they looked pretty cool. This is the paint scheme for them. It's a green and a red to alternate, kind of like that, just to give them a little bit of a different view on the table. And then, last but not least, I have my only option that isn't a core or hero. My old-fashioned War Hydra. The War Hydra has its 2 Beastmasters, and that is it. It has I believe it is a 4-up. Let me just double check for you guys. Yes, it has a 4-up Scaly Skin armor, and the Beastmasters both have light. The Beastmasters don't have any armor, but he is crazy because he also has the Eternal Hatred, meaning that his 7 attacks in close combat are able to be re-rolled, and you can also make a breath attack with him in close combat or from a distance. I think it's more effective in close combat, that's just my experience. Breath weapons at a distance, though, do give you a little bit more control over what you're hitting. It's just War Hydra, I would really prefer him to be in close combat rather than making a breath attack from anywhere else. And if his scales actually fail, you get to make essentially a ward save. It's a regeneration save, which is on a 4, 5, or 6, he regenerates the wound that he should have taken. He also causes tear, and he also has the Eternal Hatred, allowing him to reroll all misses of his 7 attacks. So, like I was saying though, really good. So, let me just give you a quick little thing about how I play them. Normally, I like to pretty much stuff everybody importance into the big horde in the middle. Well, having the Hydra on the flank I'm a little bit concerned about, with a unit of 10 crossbows, and then putting the other 10 on the other side or wherever I think I can get the most shots off with them. Because the massive spear block right here with its lords and everything it is just not going to falter. It can take a lot of wounds. It has the ability to, and I think I forgot to mention, but all the models really are upgraded to have the shield, so they're going to get in combat. They're elves, they're going in front of most things in the game, so you're re-rolling your hits, you're getting a lot of attacks off real quick, so it's pretty good. And also, with all the rules in there, little spearman in the front rank, nothing to him, he is actually given an additional 2 attacks, meaning that the little spearman in the front rank is doing 3 attacks per turn. 3 attacks from the front rank of spears. Sadly, the other ranks of spears can't do as much damage, but even so, it's a lot of damage coming from the front rank. Armor piercing, negatives, I mean, it had a lot going for it. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys see this this army list. This is my 1500 point Dark Elves. I think it works out really good. It's actually based off of a 1200 point list I made for a tournament. I just added the sorceress and a unit of crossbows, and I think 2 spearmen to get it up here. So it's pretty, I don't want to say elite, but at the same time it is army. I really rely on my core to get what they're supposed to do done. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been another video by Master Miniture. So I would like to thank you all very much for watching this, and remember to leave your comments, ideas, and subscribe below. And if you want to get a Dark Elves army, I'm going to probably